We are live. What's going on, guys? How's it going? Figured I would try a out of the ordinary afternoon live stream. See what's going on. See how it pans out. So make sure you like and subscribe. I'm staying home from work today, so I figured I'd get this done. We got Kaspa pumping. We got XDC with no chill. William, hello. How you doing, William? How's it going, my friend? Back from Vegas or what? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, XDC's got no chill, man. It's up 14% again today. It's just pumping like crazy. Um, Bitcoin 29.1 still holding above 29,000. William got back yesterday. Nice, nice. Were you there on work or pleasure, my friend? Let me know. Crust up 10%. We talked about Crust Network last night in the live stream. William, he's there for pleasure. That a boy. That a boy. I got to get down there at some point myself, my friend. Kaspa. Yeah, Kaspa's got no chill either. Kaspa is in price discovery mode, guys. I have been saying this to you guys for like 2 weeks now that if we break above, what was it, 4.2 cents, that we were going to go into price discovery mode. Well, we've done it. We are in price discovery mode, guys. We got to start looking out for psychological levels now. If the market can kind of turn around, if Bitcoin can do a slight turnaround here, then we could be looking at, like I said, psychological levels. Could see 10, 15 cents over the next few weeks, in my opinion. See where it goes, provided there's no black swans or anything. But yeah, major price discovery time, guys, for Kaspa. We've been talking about it. Here we go, baby. William says, my wife and I went out. Very nice, my friend. Hopefully you won some money. William says, BitBoy said he bought over 500K Kaspa today. Yeah, I saw that. I touched on it earlier in the video I did this morning. And we talked about it about 4 or 5 days ago, that BitBoy was calling Kaspa a scam last month in one of his morning streams, and then now all of a sudden it's a top hold for 2023 in his opinion. Why was he calling it a scam last month then, if he knew nothing about it, right? That doesn't seem very responsible to me, but I digress. It's good to finally see that he's on board with it. It'll bring a lot more liquidity into the project. So it just pumped again, guys, up another percent, 11% it's up right now. That's bananas. I don't think it's not going to have any chill either. I think it's going to keep pumping. CRV down again, another 6%. Jasmy down 2%. Kaspa's got no chill, guys. XDC up 14.5%. Got no chill. XRP down 2%. Algo down 2.5%. Algo, guys, it's down 2.5%. It's hard for me not to buy more algo at these levels, you know. Cardano down 1.5%. Cadena's getting smashed, down 5%. HBAR pumping 1%. It's not looking bad. It's not looking bad. We got quite a bit of news today, guys. Let's get into some comments first here. Abdul Jabbar says, please keep informing us. I will do that, my friend. I got you guys covered. Make sure you stay tuned for all of the live streams. I'll probably be back for another live stream this evening. I just want to have some fun this afternoon and pop on and, you know, see if we could get some momentum going in the chat, see what's going on. Usually we don't do our live streams till around 7, 8 o'clock Central. Dip Buyer Family says, as a fellow crypto content creator, I really enjoy watching your videos. Keep on going, OG. Thanks, brother. Thanks. I made sure I went over and I subscribed to your channel as well. Got to support the cause, brother. Got to support the cause. You guys make sure you check out Dip Buyer Family. Check out his stuff. Show him some love. Show him some love. Papa William says, BitBoy's doing a live stream right now, and it says Kaspa's a top investment for 2023. Thumbnail has Kaspa in the picture. Very solid, very solid. Some good comments, guys. Some good comments. Let's get into some of this news. Let's start knocking some of these out of the park, shall we? Alex Cobb, Scoop. Bitstamp. Now, hear me out on this, guys. Bitstamp teases XRP announcement coming tomorrow. States taking XRP to the next level. So I think I know what this announcement is. I have a bit of a story on it that I'm going to reveal to you guys shortly. So stay tuned for that. Okay. I think I know what the announcement is, and I got you covered, guys. So yeah. And I said, I don't know if you guys watched the video this morning or not, but I had mentioned in the video this morning that it's funny because whenever I'm making breakfast, I usually throw YouTube on in the morning, and I'm cooking, and so I just got that playing. And it seems like the stories that are being put out every morning are stories that we usually covered the day before, and I just find that odd. So if you want to stay up to date with everything that's going on and make sure you know up to date information. Like I see a lot of the stories on Twitter and a lot of the stories on YouTube this morning are stuff that we covered in yesterday mornings. You guys can go back and check it out. Yesterday morning, we covered some of that stuff. So, I see them popping up. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I talked about this yesterday. This is not today's news. This is yesterday's news. Anyways, so make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with that kind of stuff. Johnny Cizerti says, massive Bitcoin miner defaults coming. Bitcoin miners are operating at a net loss of BTC's current price, meaning they're profitless. What happens when their revenue gets a 50% chop on the halving in about 8 months? What happens to the $4 billion in debt used to finance the construction of all these facilities? This combined with the coming crypto regulations and poor macro conditions. I don't know what poor macro conditions he's talking about, but I'm seeing very bullish macro conditions. He doesn't mention what he's talking about when he says that. How is it macro bearish? How is it bearish on the macro when we got ETF? We've got seven or eight Bitcoin ETF applications in. We have custody applications in. We have 2 bills in Congress right now that have passed 2 rounds, which is the furthest that any crypto bill has ever gotten in Congress. I don't know what the hell this guy's talking. They got the halving coming up in 8 months. I don't know what he's talking about when he says poor macro conditions. I don't know. Seems pretty bullish to me, but then he goes on to say people are just hoping and praying that the dollar crashes and everyone switches to Bitcoin. I don't agree with the second half of what he says here, guys. I know that the miners are functioning at a loss right now, but that'll change, obviously, as the price of Bitcoin goes up. So I'm not too worried about that. And the fact that he's saying that macro conditions look poor, I don't agree with that either. I think that they look pretty bullish. So I disagree with that almost wholeheartedly. What do we got here? U.S. Department of Justice officials considering fraud charges against crypto exchange Binance. Now, I have a story on that. I have an article on that. So actually, we're gonna just hop into it here if I can find it. Let's hop into that. I can't find it, but anyway. Oh, here it is. Dow Jones concerned about a run on Binance. Should prosecutors bring fraud charges to Binance? Officials reportedly speculated an indictment against Binance in the U.S. could cause a run on the exchange, similar to what happened with crypto FTX. Now, first of all, from my understanding, Binance US is separate from Binance Global, right? So first off. Secondly, before I even get into this article here, it's a brief little article, but before I even get into it, I think they're still trying to get Binance out of the US. That's what they're trying to do here, guys, because look at all the other countries that got Binance out and then launched their own exchanges immediately after. That's what the US is doing here, in my opinion, anyway. I think they're just trying to get Binance out of the country so they can, better control the liquidity in the crypto space, right? They want to start their own exchanges. They want their banks to have custody. They don't want Binance in the US to have custody of crypto and have Binance being the one getting all those fees and everything, right? They don't want that. This is all designed to get Binance out of the US. That's all it is, in my opinion. The United States Department of Justice is reportedly considering charging cryptocurrency exchange Binance with fraud, but hesitating based on the cost to the consumers. Oh yeah, I'll bet they really care about the retail investor at this point, right? If they cared about the retail investor, they'd be stopping Gary Gensler from what he's doing. Full stop. So let's not pretend you give a crap about retail investors here. According to an August 2nd Semaphore report citing people familiar with the matter, Justice Department officials are concerned about the indictment against Binance causing a run on the exchange, similar to what happened to FTX in November. They're reportedly considering fines or non-prosecution agreements for Binance rather than criminal charges in an effort to reduce the harm to consumers. Binance was already reported to the target of criminal probes in the U.S. for allegedly violating the country's sanctions on Russia. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission also filed a lawsuit against the crypto exchange in June for allegedly offering unregistered securities. Of course, Gary, right? Got to have Gary in there. And the Commodities Futures Exchange Commission targeted the exchange and CEO CZ in March for allegedly violating trading and derivatives regulations. Again, I think that this is all just to get CZ to agree to their terms of what they want, to either get him out of the United States or get him under their thumb. One of the two, right? That's all this is, in my opinion. It's a control factor for the incumbents. Bitcoin Magazine, Wall Street icon Cathie Woods, multiple Bitcoin ETFs likely to be approved at the same time. Can you imagine what would happen to the market if, like, what is there, 7 or 8 Bitcoin ETF applications right now? Imagine if even 4 or 5 of them all at once just got approved like that, boom, same day. I think the market would go kind of nuts, if you ask me. I think we got some amazing pumpage coming, guys. Amazing pumpage. Pump action. Big things popping, little things stopping. Kaspa, we talked about price discovery already. Kaspa is definitely in price discovery here. Let's see where we're at now. How much is it pumped up? We're on the Kaspa watch. Where are we? Yep, still pumping. Still in price discovery. It's up 9.3%. Whale chart says just in. So U.S. Congress has written to Apple CEO Tim Cook expressing their concern with Apple's policies regarding NFTs and the blockchain. So I wanted to talk about this yesterday, I think it was, but I find this very interesting that Congress is going after Apple right now because of Apple discriminating against Apple apps on their phones and stuff like that, on their systems, and they're only allowing applications that are going to pay them per transaction and stuff like that through crypto applications, right? And this is not a possible thing, as we all know, right? This is not something that can happen. The exchange doesn't get that money. It goes to the miners. They want a chunk of the money the profits that goes to the miners, basically, is what Apple wants. And they don't seem to grasp that they can't have it. It's not a possible thing that can be done for them, right? So they're discriminating against certain applications, and now we have Congress stepping in because Congress feels that Apple could be harming innovation and roadblocking advancement in that aspect. So I was reading about it the other day, and I wanted to talk about it. And I'm glad that we're at a point right now that Congress is nipping this in the butt before it gets out of hand. Because you can't push innovation overseas, right, guys? You just can't do it. And Apple doing it for profits for themselves is not cool. So, funny little story here because it happened to me too. Whale chart says that Hex has blocked them on Twitter. Well, Hex blocked me on Twitter as well, so that I can't tag them in any of when I put my YouTube streams and videos up on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I can't tag them in it anymore. They blocked me from it, so whatever. It is what it is. Funny story. YouTube man. Hey, bro. YouTube man. Kaspa or H-bar? Thoughts? Uh, YouTube man, I'm going to be honest with you, my friend. I am not an or guy. I am an and guy. So, and as corny as that sounds, put your hands together, brother. Buy them both, in my opinion. I hold big bags of both of them. You can't go wrong with either one of them. You can get your hands on a million Kaspa and a million H bar, or even a couple 100,000 of both of them. You're sitting pretty, man. You don't got to choose, brother. I think they're both going to the moon this bull run. So I am buying both like a madman. Especially with Kaspa now being in price discovery. Like I said, you start hitting psychological levels, 10 cents, 15 cents before people start taking profits. You don't want to start having to buy it up at 10, 15 cents, right? Or even like 7 or 8 cents. You don't want to have to just start DCAing at that point. YouTube man, which one will have a better ROI? I'm gonna be honest with you on that one, man. If I have to choose between them with ROI, I think that you're got to be looking at Kaspa. Just got to give it an edge just by a little tiny bit, but that's only because Kaspa's never seen a bull run. First of all, it's super young. God, it's so tight with these two projects, right? But yeah, I think that I got to give the edge in terms of ROI to Kaspa just because H-bar's been around for a little while. I'm going to bring up their tokenomics right now on both of them. Let's have a look. Yeah, and also the circulating supply for Kaspa is also much better than H-bars right now, because you have to remember that, H-bar, I think today or yesterday just dumped more into this max supply into the circulating supply. So they're still trying to do that, right? You got Kaspa's probably percentage wise. I would say you're looking at 80 something percent in circulation. So that gives it the edge right there. There's a lot more growth room in terms of market cap. Kaspa right now is 870 million. H-bar is 1,687,000,000. So in terms of market cap growth, I just and all the tokenomics together, like it's just there's a better circulating supply for Kaspa right now than H-bar. So I got to give a slight edge to Kaspa in terms of ROI, but again, at the end of the day, man, I'm buying both of them like crazy. So, but definitely give the edge to Kaspa in that aspect. So, as I was talking about with the announcement for Bitstamp that they've been teasing, I believe that this is the announcement that we were looking at. Ripple takes an undisclosed minority stake in Bitstamp. U.S. blockchain company Ripple has taken an undisclosed minority stake in the Luxembourg-based cryptocurrency exchange Bitstamp. The news was revealed via a recent transcript of Galaxy Digital's shareholder conference call when revealed that Ripple acquired the stakes from Pantura Capital, which is a U.S.-based digital asset investment firm. The Galaxy Digital took on the role of an advisor in the deal. According to financemagnets.com, Bitstamp is one of the oldest cryptocurrency trading venues. As it opens its doors back in 2011, the company is based in Luxembourg and represents one of the top 10 sport crypto exchanges. Sport, they might mean spot, but it says sport. It is also one of the most important platforms that trade XRP tokens, which is Ripple's native currency. XRP is the second most traded cryptocurrency on Bitstamp, right after Bitcoin. In 2014, Pantura invested USD 10 million in Bitstamp and remained its largest shareholder until 2018, when it was acquired by Belgium-based investment firm NXMH. It's worth noting that Ripple and Pantera preferred to keep the deal quiet officially. Moreover, the financial terms of Bitstamp acquisition are undisclosed. Well, Ripple, you should know better than to try to keep your news undisclosed when you've got the XRP army behind you there, because we investigate the crap out of everything. So yeah, so there's the news. I think that, or that's the announcement. Sorry, I think that that's what they're talking about in terms of Bitstamp. I think that yeah, Ripple bought an undisclosed minority stake in there. So see if that comes to fruition tomorrow. See if it's true. Well, we know that's true, but see if that's the announcement. Who knows? Maybe it's something else. Litecoin supply flow has been halved. So make sure you guys take your profits if you are in Litecoin. And definitely do that before there's any kind of a crash. Don't be left holding the bag. Another Ripple tweet, we're honored to be recognized in the inaugural World Top FinTech Companies 2023 by CNBC and Statista Charts. Thank you for the recognition. So more recognition by Ripple. They're making so many moves, you guys, since the lawsuit ended. It's just announcement after announcement. It seems like every day I'm doing a video on an announcement, a new partnership from Ripple. Today they're buying shares in Bitstamp. Like what partnerships going to be? And also today they were recognized as one of the inaugural World FinTech Companies of the year. Like it's crazy. They're just making these moves, right? SEC tweet. Today we charged Charles Rustin Holzer, a former broker from Wellington, Florida, a second time for insider trading. He will pay 3 times his unlawful portfolio to settle the charges. So this is just Gary trying to chalk up some tiny wins to accumulate, so that he can kind of defend his justify his existence still running the SEC, in my opinion. Right? He's trying to chalk up all these tiny little wins together and say, well, I did that and did it. Like, this is like a Kim Kardashian announcement kind of thing, right? And nobody cares, Gary. And then earlier today, we had announced this, but we'll talk about it again. We have a new listing for Jasmy. It's listed on coinstore.com. They listed it today. So if you use Coinstore, make sure you check that out. Mr. Hubert, this is funny. He retweeted POW Maxi, proof of work Maxi here. Says, Ripple has been busy bribing everybody. Really, bro? Like, for real, my dude? The way that these guys, like some of these Maxis, do they just make some stuff up, throw it against the wall and see what sticks? Like, I don't really get it, but whatever. Mr. Hubert responded saying, your precious Bitcoin has a regulatory monopoly. Cry harder. You mad, bro? Jesse Hines says about 7 months ago or so, about 7 months ago or so, I pre-ordered a coffee machine. I gave them money, which they're using to develop the project. Wonder if the SEC is going to call my coffee machine a security. Well played, sir. Well played. So Coinbase here, guys, they put out this option on their Twitter page. Go check it out. It's called Stand with Crypto. Your voice matters. Stand with Crypto unites global crypto advocates, forming a passionate community committed to driving sensible crypto innovation and crypto policy. Policymakers across the globe are making decisions about the future of crypto. Their choices will determine how, when, and where you can build, buy, sell, and use crypto. And it is critical that they get it right. That's why advocating for pro-crypto policy and making your voice heard is so important. Our goal is to bring together 1 million advocates to stand with crypto and help drive pro-crypto policies. So basically, they're trying to build this community together of advocates so that they can bring this to Congress, right? Even though Congress is already making moves to try to get these bills passed, we have to stay vigilant here. So I would say to anybody who cares about backing this kind of thing, it's very similar to what like John Deaton does and stuff like that. And whenever John Deaton I signed up for his amicus there in the or amici in the Ripple case. I signed up for his amici in the Coinbase case. I've signed up for this advocate program with Coinbase now for this because we do need, even though I'm in Canada, we do need regulation. We need things to get things right. And it's one thing that I've mentioned a few times, and it's an unpopular opinion sometimes when I say it, but there's one thing that Gary says that I agree with, and it's that these exchanges need to be held accountable. We need proper reporting. We need transparency. We need to make sure that these exchanges are backing our crypto one for one, right? And we need to be protected in that aspect. And I do agree with that. We do need that, guys. That there's a reason that we say not your keys, not your coins, right? Because you can't trust exchanges. So we need proper regulation for these exchanges and stuff so that we can get it right, right? That's just my opinion on it. I don't know. If you are an HBAR fan, HBAR Suite tweeted out HBAR Suite Liquidity Injection Program. Hello, future. We are delighted to share the upcoming launch of our liquidity injection program for our DEX. Here's how it works. So you can check out the link. It says liquidity injection program up to 33% APR rewards coming soon. Check them out on Twitter if you want to know more. It's HBAR at HBAR Suite. Suite is spelled SUITE. So I would definitely recommend if it's something you're interested in trying to get some good, get 33% APR rewards on your HBAR. Go check them out. Wolf of Wall Street says the last few days in crypto has been interesting. Richard Hart sued by the SEC. Curve hacked. Founder bought 2 mansions with a massive loan that could get liquidated because we have not yet learned that liquid shitcoins make poor collateral. Bald pumped and rugged, maybe Alameda involved. Fake news about Coinbase and the SEC. Voyager creditors getting scammed at the finish line. Exhausting week for news, right? A lot of FUD out there. Why do you think all this FUD is being put out there, guys? Why? There's obviously a reason, right? There's a reason that all this FUD is being forced down our throats right now. Let's have another look at Kaspa. Still pumping. Still right around that 4.4 cents. Maybe we can get up to 5 cents this evening. Who knows, right? Maybe, who knows what will happen when Asia wakes up and stuff like that with Kaspa. Guess we'll find out. What else? Crust is almost 11%. Like I said, we talked about Crust last night. XDC 16.5%. It's up. Just going. Just no chill. It's got no chill. Unbelievable. Anything you guys want me to look at? Anything you guys want to see? Anything you guys want to talk about? You guys got any questions about what's going on? Let me know. I'll be back for another live stream this evening, probably around 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central. So make sure that you guys are here for that. Smash a like, smash a subscribe, you guys. This is just a little bonus afternoon live stream I decided to throw in because I was home. I figured you guys, if you guys are home, you guys might appreciate that. So I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe for my thoughtfulness. You know what I'm saying? What else do we got here? Crypto Mason says, what is a crypto altcoin gem that actually could still have effect 50x in it? Well, there's a ton of them, brother. Jasmine, Kaspa, HBAR. Come on. Algo. Tons. What do we got? Any other news? Any questions, guys? Any projects you want me to look at? Man, I was exhausted last night. I was looking after, like, we were taking requests last night. We were taking just project after project, request after request. I was on for over 2 hours last night. It was crazy. Hopefully we can get some momentum going again this evening, and so make sure you guys are here for that. We're going to take requests this evening. We're going to look at some projects. Maybe we'll find some gems together, right? There's a couple of gems that we found last night that I hope some people are going to make some money on. So William says, I hear people saying quant could hit 5K. Yeah, no, that's been a common theme for quant. People are saying that. I did a price prediction on it a few weeks ago, and as you guys know, I tend to be more conservative, right? So, I mean, I told you guys to keep an eye out for, let's say, maybe $1,500 quant, right? I like to keep things conservative. I'm not saying that that's the max potential of it. I just like to, if I have a scale of $5,000 to 1,500, I stay on the low end because, I don't want to tell you guys $5,000 it goes to 1,500, then you're pissed off at me. If I tell you 1,500 goes to $5,000, you guys are euphoric, right? Alex, PEV, the H bar says, yeah, we're home. Finally catch you live. Kaspa doing great now. Yeah, Kaspa's pumping right now like crazy, brother. H bar is up almost 2% as well. I mean, it's holding strong on the day. I mean, it's not going crazy like XDC and Kaspa is, but XDC is crazy. It's like if you were buying XDC a month ago, I mean, you probably 3x'd your money right now. Like it's going nuts. A lot of people are starting to say that maybe it's possible that you're going to see XDC have a similar run to what XRP did in 2017. So that'll be interesting to see if it does. A lot of people are going to make a lot of money if it does. I'll tell you that much. But William, yeah, about quant there. Quant does have the potential to go to $5,000, right? Again, I stress this a lot. We don't know how much money is going to be coming into this asset class at the peak of 2025, right? I think we're going to see far more than $10 trillion come into the asset class. That was the general consensus of the total market cap at the peak of the last bull run for this bull run, that it was going to be around that $10 trillion mark. But that was, again, before we started talking about in June about like 7 or 8 Bitcoin ETF applications being filed, right? There's a ton of custody applications filed. We've had Japan and China both declare publicly that they plan on making a massive impact in Web3, right? So, and that's not even talking about the UK, Australia, all that other stuff. So, I mean, I think we're looking at more like 15 to 20 trillion dollars, possibly more, in globally coming into the asset class. So, I think that in terms of altcoin price predictions, like I said, if Bitcoin goes absolutely insane, it's going to pull the whole market up with it, right? So these ETF applications and custody applications are very, very significant to what's going to happen with these altcoins. Altcoins could realistically see prices that we can't even fathom right now that they're going to see, right? Like stuff that just seems completely unrealistic right now could be completely possible depending on how much money comes into the asset class, right? A lot of people, I've said this before, that are doing these price predictions right now, they're usually basing it on, around the $3 trillion market cap that we saw at the peak of the last bull run. And then they get these low prices because they're also considering the amount of supply that's now come into circulation since the last peak of the bull run, right? So we get lower prices. But we're not going to see $3 trillion in the asset class. We're going to see way more than that, in my opinion. We're just set up to just go nuts. I think that I've said it before, I say it again. I think that 2025 is going to be the biggest bull run that crypto has ever seen, and I don't think there will be another one that will be as big as it moving forward. It will be the crawdaddy of bull runs in crypto, in my opinion, because that's when this is the time all the adoption is coming in, right? Once the adoption's in, it's in, man. Like the toothpaste out of the tube at that point, right? So that's what I think about that. I think that's why I keep telling you guys, this is the accumulation phase, man. Get in where you fit in. Make sure you're filling the bags and the projects that you believe in. Make sure that you're good. Make sure you're diversified as well. Don't put your life savings into one project because if God forbid the worst happens, I don't want you to get wrecked. Diversify. For me, it's like top holdings. My biggest bags. You're looking at XRP, Algorand, HBAR, Kaspa, Jasmy. I'm working on Cardano right now, but what else? Gala. Those are like I'm spread by like right now, my biggest bag is like 6, 7, projects that I'm very nicely diversified into. So I'm protected because I learned from what happened with Luna, right? I didn't get wrecked in Luna because I was diversified. But what I mean by when I say I learned from it is that my strategy was sound and I protected myself, right? Luna crashed. I lost money, yes. But because I was so spread and I was so well diversified, I made enough profit back within a few weeks on other projects to cover what I lost in Luna, right? So I didn't get completely destroyed on because Luna crashed, and that's how you have to do it, in my opinion. Or don't listen to me. Put all your life savings in one project and get completely destroyed. I don't know, or go to the moon, one or the other. But it's not financial advice. It's just how I roll. Quant is $105 though. Still a good buy, guys. Uh, I wouldn't split hairs between buying at like $103 and $105 kind of thing, because like you said, it could go anywhere between $1,500 and $5,000. Are you really going to care whether you bought it at $103 or $105? It's semantics at that point, right? So yeah, good buy. It's a good buy in my opinion. VeChain is a good buy right now. I've kind of held off on DCing more into XRP recently, just because obviously we pumped so much. I almost feel like I hold such a big bag of it already. I feel stupid buying more XRP at the current prices because I bought so much of it down at the lower prices. And besides, I'm trying to grow my Cardano bag right now, Cardano and Kaspa. Roy says VeChain is trash. What are you saying? I don't know, man. It's not one of my biggest bags, but I think it's a good buy. It's a good price if you believe in it. I don't think it's trash. I think it's a decent blockchain. I like that they're sponsoring the UFC. I hold a moderate-sized bag of it that I started buying when near the bottom of the market, and it's not one of my biggest holdings. But no, I don't think it's trash. I don't mind it. I like it. I think it's got potential. I mean, I don't know. Why do you think it's trash? Just out of curiosity. Like, guys, this is the thing, right? Never think that I'm not one of those guys that freaks out and gets offended if you disagree with something that I say. I absolutely welcome conversation. Who knows? Maybe you can convince me that what your perspective is different than mine. Maybe not. Like, maybe I convince you. Like, this conversation, I like it, right? I like to kind of bounce off each other, and I like different perspectives. I'll never be offended or upset or get into an argument with you because you disagree with something that I said, as long as you're respectful, right? I mean, I'm respectful. So and Roy, you're being respectful from what I see here. Roy says, I've been in crypto since 2014. He says, thanks for asking why I think it's trash. I think it had its hype cycle 2 bull markets ago. It won't pump like Kasp or T. Oh, you're absolutely. I agree with you 100% in that. Definitely, it's not going to pump like Kaspa or TAO or, the ROI is definitely, if we're talking strict ROI, then yeah, I agree with you, right? There's still money to be made in the project, though. That's why it's only a moderate holding for me and not one of my larger bags, because I still believe that I can still make some profits on it. I think it's got some growth, and it's not a dying project. But if we're talking strictly ROI, definitely projects like HBAR, Kaspa, Casper, are going to make you far more ROI for sure, 100%. But I have much larger bags in those kinds of projects like Kaspa, right? I hold a ton of Kaspa, and I continue to DCA into it. I want to try to get at least 1 million Kaspa. That would be nice. I'm not quite there yet, but I agree with you there, brother. I do. ROI is important. That's one of the reasons why I tell people, I see these bigger influencers and they say that oh, you just need to buy Bitcoin. There's no ROI in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is for people who've already made their money on altcoins, right? Then you can put, if you're big money, if you're a whale, yeah, sure, buy Bitcoin, right? There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're, if all you can do, the average person can't put more than what somewhere between 10 and 20 grand in an entire bear market into the crypto space. With Bitcoin, you're only going to what, 3, maybe 4x that if you're lucky. That's not good ROI, right? It's a solid hold. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing Bitcoin, but in terms of ROI, no, it's terrible. Roy says $1 million Kaspa is a good target. And that's right, brother. Hell yeah. When I get to $1 million, the funny thing is though, once I get to $1 million, I'll be like, damn, I need 2 million now, right? Roy says in the next bull run, when Kaspa is at $4 and influencers are saying it's going to go to 100, that's the right time to dump. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's when we dump. Exactly. As soon as these guys start saying in 2025, oh, it's going to, just like they were saying with Cardano, they were saying Cardano's going to go to $10 and, Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million or $250,000. As soon as you start seeing that kind of stuff on YouTube and Twitter, sell, because you're at the top, right? Time to take profits and get the hell out, because that's what they're doing. The people who are telling you that, okay, if, like you said, Kaspa gets to $4 and then people are saying it's going to 100 or it's going to 20 or it's going to 50, whatever, sell. Like Jim Cramer, I need one of those sell buttons. Sell, sell, sell. Except I'm not wrong like Jim Cramer. Oh man, but yes, definitely, guys, Kaspa is a way to go. I get asked for gems all the time, and I've been talking about Kaspa for a couple of months now. Since it was like very, very not very well known at all. Same thing, and right now, guys, I'm going to tell you, Space, Multivision, it's on the same trajectory as Kaspa is right now, right? It's like Kaspa was a few months ago. It's a good, solid layer 1. I would definitely recommend adding it to your watch list and checking it out. Ticker is Space. Once again, I'll even look up where you can pick it up, guys. I've been talking about Space since it was like $2.30, and it was ranked like 2100 and like 12 or something like that. And I did like 7 videos talking about it, and then it went to an all-time high of $18 10 days ago from $2. So it's got a good pullback right now. It's $12.27, so it's a good DCA opportunity. Market cap, it's only 14 million. The only thing that I don't like about it right now is the max supply versus the circulating supply. So I would say add it to your watch list, in my opinion, and wait for them to dump more into circulation before you pick it up. And if they're smart, they will get more in circulation before we start getting closer to the halving, right? Do this damage now so people can buy it up at cheaper prices, in my opinion. But Space, Multivision chain is something that should be on your watch list, in my opinion. It's on the same trajectory as Kaspa. Crust, like I said, is another one we talked about last night. Check out last night's live stream, guys. If you want some gems, go back and watch last night's live stream, because we were pulling them out, man. We were doing some tokenomics. We were looking at websites and stuff. Go check that out. You might find a couple of gems that you're interested in. A lot of AI plays, a lot of security plays, stuff like that. Couple of exchange tokens we looked at. Now, personally, right now, as I said last night, I'm not really doing much in terms of exchange tokens, just because you just never know who the SEC is going to go after. I'm one of those, like, sit with dry powder and wait. So, like, if the SEC decides, for example, to go after crypto.com or something, right, and Crow crashes, well, then I'll buy Crow, right? I buy it. I wait for the SEC to strike, and then I come in and I I'm like an ambulance chaser for the SEC. I watch them do damage to projects, except for Hex. I mean, I'm not picking Hex up, obviously, right? That would just be stupid. But I feel really bad for the Hex holders. I do. Like, I have no idea if Richard Hart is guilty or not, but I would think that the SEC must have something on him if they're coming after him, right? So I just never liked the impression I got from the guy. He's always online you know, with his Gucci and stuff like that. And I don't know. But yeah, anyways, sorry to ramble on there, guys. If you want some gems, check out last night's live stream or come back tonight around between 7 and 8 Central, because we'll be doing another live stream. We'll probably look at some more gems this evening and stuff. You know, some low market cap gems, some AI plays, stuff like that you can get into early. We'll talk about where you can pick it up and stuff. So definitely make sure that you guys are here for that kind of stuff. So yeah, and again, guys, if, you know, like Roy and I just had a great conversation there with you guys, like in front of you guys here. Like, if you disagree with something that I say, if I talk good about a project that you don't like, or you know, whatever, feel free to discuss it with me, like right here in the live stream or whatever. Like, you know, I'm down to have you just got to have good discourse and respect with mutual respect, like me and Roy had. And you know, we can disagree. I'd love to hear your perspective on why you think differently than I do. That's why I do this, right? I don't do this so that you guys can just hear my perspective and I sit here going, I'm right and everybody's wrong, right? No, if you guys feel I'm wrong, say something, right? I'd love to hear your perspective. Long Journey says Quant, XRP, and Kaspa are my 3 picks. 100%, man. That's a solid top 3 in my opinion. You got to make sure you got some H bar in there. That's what I would say. Make sure you got some H bar. Maybe an AI play would be good to have in there as well. You know, something like I don't know. I kind of collect. I like collecting rows. I mean, AGIX is just kind of like the obvious AI play, you know, that you'll probably make decent ROI on. But like, I'll go after something like rows. Render, render's a good one. Also, I like to make sure that I have storage coins too, right? I have a decent sized file coin bag, but I also like Crust as well as a backup, because we know that the SEC is trying to damage Filecoin right now, right? So yeah, Alex, we actually did a dive on Hello last night in the live stream. So if you want to check that out, then I would say if you want to see what we looked at in terms of Hello, then go check that out, the live stream last night. The gems are usually in the second half, like the deep dives and stuff are usually in the second half of the video. So if that helps you, because it's like a 2-hour live stream last night. So so yeah, check out the second half and you'll see we did a look at Hello and my thoughts on that. And Kaspa up again, almost 11%. It's making another run, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Price discovery. I want to wake up tomorrow and see like a 7 cent Kaspa. That'd be fantastic. I'm not going to sell, but I mean, Bobby C, let's go, bro. Let's go, brother. That's right, man. Kaspa's pumping. Let's go to the moon here. Geez, 88% on the month, 12% on the week, 10, 11 on the day. Crazy. Yeah, like we're going to wake up tomorrow, guys. Kaspa, hopefully. I mean, you know, knock on wood, we'll see a 7-8 cent Kaspa. You can still double. We just pumped again, up another percent. You can double your holdings or your profits. I mean, take your initial investment out, whatever you want to do. But I think psychological levels are going to be 10 cents and 15 cents, in my opinion, now that we're in price discovery. All we need right now for Kaspa to continue on is we need Bitcoin to pop back up even close to the 30,000. It's 29.1 right now. If Bitcoin can make its way back up closer to 29.9 and maybe break over 30,000, then you know Kaspa definitely could make its way up. Like look at XDC, it's up 19% now, guys. I was talking about it 15 minutes ago. It was up like 13%. It's up 19% now. Kaspa's going to do the same thing. Watch, it's going to go nuts. I'm telling you. Bobby says I bought a bag of 150K at 1 cent. LOL. Oh, brother, that is fantastic. Congratulations, my friend. That is awesome. I hope this goes to like 10, 15 cents for you, brother. I do. I hope you make a killing on it, man. When when the tide comes in, all boats need to float, man. Right? Make sure you smash that like and subscribe, my friends. Not such a great day for KDA. What's your guys' opinion on Cadena? From what I understand, and from everything I'm seeing, it's starting to look like a dead project. We were just talking about it a couple of nights ago in the live stream, and how the crew had abandoned, the team had abandoned the project, from what I understand. I have like a microscopic, tiny little bag of it that I really. It's one of those bags you buy and just kind of forget that you have, that you don't really care about. So I'm holding a tiny, tiny little bit of it. Maybe wait for it to get back to even if it ever does, and then just sell it because it's so small. That's what she said. And yeah, I'm looking more at the AI plays right now, and I think that metaverse and gaming is going to make a pretty big comeback as well. Like I was seeing last night, some people were saying that stuff like Decentraland and Sandbox had their run. They did have their run in terms of like max the good chunk of their ROI, but I think Sand and Decentraland are both going to have decent runs this time around as well. But I think Gala is going to be the one that takes it home out of the three. Bobby says KDA is dead. They messed up on their tokenomics. 100%. Yeah, I agree with you there. It's been nothing but dying for a while now. I remember when I first got turned on to Cadena there, it was about a while ago, a year and a half ago. I was watching that Ryan Matta, I think his name is. And he's like a Cadena maxi or something. And he was basically on there saying, you don't need to buy anything except for KDA and stuff in the KDA ecosystem, right? And I was like, well, that doesn't sound right. Like, I would never tell somebody to do that because, like, I'm bullish on ecosystems like the Polkadot ecosystem, for example. But I would never tell somebody, hey, only buy stuff in the Polkadot ecosystem. That's stupidity, man. But yeah, he was dropping like large amounts. He said, I was big into KDA with Ryan Matta. Yeah, same thing. I was watching him, and like it was like $5, and the guy was dropping like, I'm gonna drop like 15 grand in it today. I remember one day I was watching him, and yeah, it was around $5, and he's like, I'm dropping it, and now it's like 52 cents. He must have just got completely smashed and destroyed in his investments there with KDA. I don't wish ill on anybody. I hope he makes his money back for sure. Like I said, all boats need to float, but man, he must have just been wrecked buying in at those prices, and now look at it. Kaspa, yeah, still 4.4 cents. We're going. Get back up over it. We just got to break that, guys. I think we keep hitting it, and we're hitting that resistance level. It seems like we're hitting it, every like 10, 15 minutes. So, I mean, if it smashes through, guys, maybe 10 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents probably psychological level. Long Journey says, I hear Solana might rip. I don't know. I don't hold any Solana. I did in the last bull run, but then I sold it, obviously, like with everything else, and took my profits and stuff. And I will say this for Solana, okay? It survived the FTX. It got absolutely decimated, but it survived, right? Yeah, and that's the other thing about it, Bobby. Bobby says it's centralized. Exactly, right? That's the reason that I'm not in it anymore. I didn't DCA my way back into it in this bear market. I'm not holding any. I do think that Solana is going to have an okay bull run. It's not going to be crazy ROI or anything like it was last time around, but it's not dead. I wouldn't say it's not Cadena. Like Cadena's dead. Check the pulse. It's dead, right? In my opinion. But Solana's different. Solana's managed to scrape through and survive this FTX debacle, and which wasn't their fault at all at the end of the day. But they still went down with the ship. But they survived, and they'll have a decent run this time around. I think it won't be nothing crazy, but people will still make their money on it and stuff. It's just it's too VC backed and stuff, right? There's too much VC behind it and stuff like that. Too much money behind it. Big money behind it and stuff. I I don't like that. So like Bob said there, Bobby says it's centralized in my opinion. So I'm not a fan of that. That's why I stay away from it, guys. Sui's another one that's I think a decent pickup. You know, this will be its first real bull run as well. I think that you got to look at projects that are just new and just entering their first kind of accumulation phase slash bull run in 2025, right? Those are the smart plays because again, another thing we talk about in the live streams in the evenings is that if you go back and you look at 2017 and you look at the top 50 coins in 2017, only a handful of them are still around, right? But I'll tell you right now, in 2017, when those projects were in the top 50, everyone had the same conviction in those projects and the same belief in those projects that people have in the projects that are there right now going into the 2025 bull run, right? Same type of conviction. And a lot of those projects are gone. Are you buying Dash right now? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the projects, a lot of people probably haven't even heard of before. Top 50 so in 2017. Like I'll read some to you. I'll go. We'll say the top 20. Okay, snapshot of 2017. The top 50. Besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, like Bitcoin Cash was number 3, right? You had Dash, NEM. Monero was 10, like EOS, Neo, Tron, Ethereum Classic, QTUM, Populous, like Lisk. You know, like you see what I'm saying, guys? People had conviction in these projects in 2017, right? That these were still going to be around in 2025, but they're not, right? Well, they're around, but they're not even close to what they were, right? They're fugazi. They're gone. They're dead, right? For the most part. And that's what the point I'm trying to get across to you is that what's in the top 50 this time around, a lot of those coins are not going to be here. So you have to make sure you're selling them off, right? Like Cadena, like, you know, it's not going to be around in the peak of 20. It's going to find its way down the list, and it'll find somewhere out of the top 100, like top 200-300 or something. It'll just kind of float there forever because people are still holding on to it because they never sold in the bull run because somebody told them to hold on to it forever, right? And that's how you get wrecked. That's how you end up holding stuff forever. It's so the point is I want you guys to make sure you're taking your profits in 2025, right? Lather your way back out of these projects the same way you are now because a lot of them are not going to be back. I hold a moon bag for select projects. I might keep 10%, 15% of a bag on the side somewhere, tuck it away and forget about it because who knows where it'll go, right? Bobby says a lot of people don't really understand crypto, unfortunately, but for us, it's great. We get in early. That's exactly it, Bobby. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. They don't understand it, and they think that, and I'm not saying H bar is going anywhere. I'm not fighting H bar. I'm just using it as an example. Okay. So don't shoot me in the face for it. But like take H bar, for example, right? In the bull run after 2029, 2030, or even the bull run after that, H bar might be, falling out down to like the top 200-300 because new tech came along, right, and replaced it. That's just how it works. So you have to make sure you're selling and taking your profits in the bull runs. Long Journey says your choice of hardware wallets. Right now, I use Ledger. That's what I prefer to use. I'm a little ticked that they don't support Kaspa right now. So I'm hoping that soon they will. I'm a little surprised that they still don't. There's only one wallet, from my understanding, that does support Kaspa right now. But I'm keeping an eye, and as soon as Ledger does support Kaspa, I'll make sure that I announce it on the channel, and I'm definitely gonna be moving mine over to my cold storage. So, but for now, it's Ledger for sure. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Anything else you guys want to look at? Where are we at now with Kaspa? Still holding strong. It's keeps bumping up against 4.4 cents, guys. It's gonna break through. I'm telling you, it's gonna break through. And if it doesn't break through and it breaks down, DCA, guys, DCA, pick some up, fill the bags. Not financial advice, but make sure that you're keeping an eye on these things. But I'm going to be back this evening, like I said, between 7 and 8 for another live stream. And we will see where Kaspa is at that point. Long Journey says, when will the listings take place for Kaspa? Are you talking about for like Binance and Coinbase and stuff like that? I sense a Binance listing coming soon for Kaspa. I really do. We might even see Coinbase listed first, just because Brian Armstrong seems to be very abrasive when it comes to wanting to shine on Gary Gensler. So just listing projects right now just to piss Gary off seems like a good idea, right, to him. So I wouldn't be shocked to see Kraken and Coinbase listed, and Binance it's got to be soon. So I don't think it's going to be long, my friend. Probably within a couple of months, you'll start seeing these major listings, especially now that it's gaining all this momentum. Forget about it. And I got to be honest with you, I love using BitTrue, and I harass those guys on Twitter, man. Like every time BitTrue tweets about anything, doesn't even matter what it is, I'm in the comments going, bro, when Kaspa listing? Like, so whenever you see BitTrue tweet something and then go down to the comments and you'll see me on there, you'll see it, bro. When Kaspa listing? That's me annoying the crap out of them until they list Kaspa. Bobby says, we'll be back here in 5 years when Kas is at $5-10. Oh, 100%. 100%. Kaspa's got at least that much in, in, like you said, 5 years. 2029, blow off top, we're looking at exactly, man. That's why I say you got to keep a moon bag. Get yourself a couple million, hold on to them, take your profits, hold a couple 100,000 of them, maybe even just 100,000 of them, wait for that sucker to go to $5 to $10 and you're golden, right? So, but we're going to see where Kaspa's at this evening when we come back, guys. We'll be back in about 3 or 4 hours. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Come on in and we'll do some dives into some projects. We'll take some requests. But for now, I got to go to the gym. I got to get in a back workout. Got to do some big pulls. So I'll see you guys this evening. Make sure that you guys are here. Bobby says, I put the notification bell. See you then. All right, brother. I look forward to having more conversation with you this evening, man. Okay, guys. I'll see you in about 3 or 4 hours.